the world famous Aunty Doyin. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for taking time out to sit down with us
You're welcome.
and discuss a very important topic. Very important topic. So, I personally, I collect masks. So everybody can see masks like this. Similar to this, I enjoy them. My house is filled with them. So my African friends who are spooked out by their own African religion, they tell me these masks are no good. They say I need to be careful because evil spirits can be inhabiting these masks. And I don't understand why, because when the white man, the European, came to Africa and he looted Africa and he took our mask to Europe and they're in their museums for display, why haven't these evil masks cursed the European or the white man or burnt down the museum where they're at right now? So can you explain why many Africans are brainwashed in this type of way?
Yeah, it's a pity. The person said that out of ignorance. Because, the mask, they are for masquerades. And they are the representation of Egungun. Egungun, they are the deities in charge of ancestors. So, and there is nobody without having great grandpa or grandpa or great grandma or grandma. There is nobody without having that connection. Because when you have people at the great beyond, the Egungun, they are the representation. So, and they are very important in our lives that we do have the festival of Egungun. And that time we need to remember to put offering for our people that they have passed. So they are surely the representation of Egungun. But those saying that they are evil, they are not good, it's out of ignorance. So because there is no way, one way or the other, they too, they are linked with the mask, masquerade.
Okay. And then the irony is, the same people, they're Christian, they're Muslim. So when the European brought the Bible to Africa, Jomo Kenyatta said the missionaries brought the Bible. They taught us how to close our eyes, to kneel and to pray. When we opened our eyes, they took our land and we had the Bibles. But they would never rebuke the Bible or say that the Bible is possessed. Pictures of white Jesus everywhere. They say that's okay. That's all right. But they think, or they say, that these masks are indigenous religion. Really, this whole setup is more of an issue or a threat to Africa than Islam or Christianity. What are your thoughts on that type of brainwashing?
Yeah, they put that in their brain and they accepted it. But it's not every one of them. But those saying that, it's out of ignorance.
Father Jiki, go ahead, I'm sorry.
The masquerades, they are very important in our lives.
And then I think the irony too, the same people, they will whine and cry and be upset when the Europeans take their artifacts or masks and take them to Europe in museums and the Europeans refuse to give it back to them. Then they get upset. But it's like, don't you want the Europeans to have it? Aren't you scared of the mask? So it's just this type of thinking I get lost and I'm confused about.
I don't confused.
Well, I'm not confused, but I don't understand how the level of brainwashing.
It's too much.
Right.
Yes. It's too much for them, but some of them, they are realizing it, that it's misconception.
Apology, you want to add to this? No? You sure? You have nothing to say? You have anything to say? You sure?
Yes, it's misconception. There is no way that, when you keep the stem and the leaves, so, when you keep the root,
Right.
the leaves and the stem, they grow well.
Right.
But if you don't keep the root, they will not grow. So that's the issue. But these people, they have the kind of misconception. But sooner or later they will realize it.
Auntie Doyin, can you tell people a little bit about yourself and where we're at, and a little bit about the history of this? I don't want to call it a house. What would be the correct term? It's like a house / museum / a little bit of everything.
Yeah. And by name, Aunty Doyin Kanabi, I was born into the traditional royal family of Yadudu compound in Oshobo. And I'm also one of the chief priestesses, and I'm also a princess. And here we have our house, though it looks like museum, but we also have shrine, and it's a traditional house.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking time out to explain and set the record straight on masks. Now some people also said, for a guy like myself who collects these masks, are you offended if you were to come to my home and see these masks on display?
Why? Because you know the value of the mask.
Because some people say that these are only supposed to be used for rituals and not for display. That's what some people say.
No, when you have them, you have what, it's how they want it. You are really linked with the ancestors. That's the reason, because some people, they are like that you like the mask.
I love them.
Some people, they like to collect it.
Yes.
One way or the other, there is spiritual connection between you and the ancestors.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I definitely feel every time I buy a new one, I always feel a deeper spiritual connection. I love them.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Well, Auntie Doyin, thank you so much. How can people reach you if they want to contact you, if that's okay with you?
Yeah. By telephone, it's +234 80-322-62188. And by email, doyin@gmail.com. Doyin Olosun, DOYINOLOSUN @gmail.com. And with WhatsApp, it's with the same telephone number. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
And they are making it big.
Yeah.